Hello and welcome to the Lovable Podcast. You are joined by me, Maddie, the beautiful and only Maddie. And as you may see here, I have a quite different background to what you're used to seeing. I'm actually in my kitchen and I'm going to show you what I make for regionals as a quick little snack. With all the regionals and coming up, I just thought you might want something quick and easy. And on saying that note, we're going to make quick biscuits. All you need is cake mix that you literally just buy at the shops. 1 egg, some maple syrup, doesn't really matter what brand. I just like this maple syrup the best. Some butter, 100 grams of that. But when you're cooking, it doesn't really matter if you get it on point. That's actually 103 grams. No one will care. Then, just be our little secret. Then we have some absolutely my favorites, chocolate chips. But when you go to the shops, there'll be 2 options. These really big ones that are about that size, and these small ones are only about that size. We want the small ones. That's what I'm using. I like those ones because I don't have to cut them up into 4. But if you like chopping stuff up, go ahead. So what we're going to go first is with the butter. As you can see here, this is the only bowl I have out, because you melt the butter and then you use the bowl that you have with it, but you just need to let it cool down for like 2 seconds. So we're going to let that melt for about a minute, but just do it for 30 seconds in between so you can check so it doesn't burn the bowl. And after melting that for about a minute, we have got ourselves some nice runny butter. As you can see in here, I have some lumps in there. That doesn't matter. No one will care for those lumps. As you can see just there's some lumps. No one will care. That will go runny as soon as you start mixing it. After we do that, we're going to grab the cake mix and get ready to put that one in. I like doing this one first, otherwise you just have to try and put everything on top, making sure that it doesn't powder up. But with the egg, haven't put that bit in yet. With the butter, this will mostly absorb that and it won't go everywhere, like those little kids that just dump the flour and it goes all over your face. If you're a little kid watching this video, get one of your parents to help you with the scissors and the oven, just so you don't hurt yourself or burn yourself. So we're going to cut that open all the way, just so you know how when you cut stuff open, some gets stuck in that top if you don't cut it up open all the way. So we're just going to do that so we don't have any left over. Slowly pouring it in. And it doesn't matter if you get all the corners, because we'll fix that out in a second. Don't forget to check the bag. Do not breathe that in. I did that as a mistake once, and it went all up my nose. And it was such a weird feel. And what I like doing personal is just making a little hole for that egg to go in, because then it's easier to get in. My personal favorite, I just like making that well in the middle of it, just so we have that egg hole for it to go into. So we're going to crack that open just into that little well that we've made. And just make sure you get no eggshells in there, because no one wants an eggshell cookie. Bite into it. Oh, that's just a disgusting feel. Don't forget to clean up as you go. Otherwise, everything just gets a big mess and overwhelming. Then you're going to put in the maple syrup. If you're not strong enough like me, just get your parent to help you open it. Parent assistant. Then, as I said before, you're going to pour in a tablespoon of maple syrup. And try and pour that into the well as well. Put that back on, and we'll put that back in the cupboard. I forgot to mention before, as you're doing this, it doesn't really matter when you start. Just have your oven preheated to 180 degrees Celsius, just for that to be running in the background. If you can see when you're cooking, there's a little bit extra. Just try and get that out. You want as much as you can out. Okay, so that goes into the sink. Then you're either going to use your hands or a wooden spoon, but as your hands are already messy with the cake mix, you may as well just use your hands. If your butter is still quite hot, just be careful. Let it cool for a little bit longer, but by the time now it should already be cooled. And don't worry, this will get all over your hands. When I was a little kid, I used to love cooking. But I never used to love putting in the ingredients. It would just be mixing with my hands. So if you have a little one at home, they will love to do this part. And then with these, you're going to try and get as much off as you can. It doesn't really matter. But as you may see, you're missing my favorite ingredient, chocolate chips. Get your parents to help you with this part, just so you don't get any on the bag. And then you're going to pour as many as you want. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. A little bit more. Thank you. And then you're just going to mix those in as well. Just until it looks a bit smooth when you turn it over, like it's like a dough, but not too doughy, but it's still coming apart, but not too much. Cool. And then after you do that, you're going to want to try and get as much as the dough off, but since you've made so much, it's not really a big deal if you don't get it off. On to the tray. I just use baking paper over the tray, because that's the best. Don't try and use plastic, please do not. That will not end up well. So what you're going to do, but if you have washed your hands and you don't feel like getting them dirty again, just use a teaspoon. So you're just going to grab a little. So for your first one, you never really know how much you want. You're going to grab a little bunch. I'm also just guessing. So you're just going to grab a little bunch. Grab as many chocolate chips as you want. Doesn't really matter. Try and spread them out and give them a little pat until they kind of look like an oval or just like a circle but with a flat top and a flat bottom. And you want all of them to look like that so they all cook the same. So try and stick to the same size. Otherwise you're going to come out with a half-cooked cookie and an overcooked cookie. And no one wants either of those. And then in the middle there'll just be that perfectly cooked cookie, which everyone will want. And if you're using these for also a family event, there's going to be a lot of fighting over that perfect cookie. Which just means that you've done very well on one of your ones and they just really want it. I've actually put that one a little bit too close. So you want to have 2, 3, 3, 3, and then when you get back to the bottom, probably have about 2. Squish those down just a little bit, make them a little circle, and put that down, and just keep going. And you're just going to do that for every single one until you've got all of them done. And in the background, just have something going. Or just have me, just watch my beautiful face. But do try and concentrate on what you're doing. Otherwise, you're going to end up with one too big, like I just did with that one. If that happens, just put it back in the bowl. Forget about that one and redo it. Probably that one too. And if you realize and you've done your that one before, just take a little bit out. I probably took too much out. That's the thing with cooking. But it doesn't worry me too much if you, or even yourself, if you don't get any chocolate chips into one of them, or they stick together. I just like to try and avoid that as much as I can. And you're going to get, as I said before, an adult to help you put those 2 trays, or just one depending on how big your trays were, and your oven into the oven. And you're going to bake them for 12 minutes or until golden brown on the top, or just until they're cooked. Thank you, Daddy. And if you guys know me and you've watched my channel before, we have always done literally something with Pokemon. And it wouldn't be one of my videos if we didn't do a pack battle. So we went and grabbed Scarlet and Violet packs, 2 of them. And since my dad's been such a great helper, helping me put these cookies and scissors away and the knife, we're going to do a pack battle against each other.
Alright, let's lay something down so the cards don't get dirty.
Okay, so I've got Miraidon on my pack.
I've got Sprigatito, Fuecoco, and Quaxley, the 3 starters.
And let's see who wins. You can't see your head.
No.
It's fine.
Alright.
Daddy will go first.
I have Nimona, Lechonk, Flabebe, Growlithe, Flaffy, Blissey, Tatsugiri. Oh, another Lechonk. Oh.
Oh!
Got a beach court
and a professor's research! Oh, that's a nice card. I'll go and get a sleeve for that, actually.
Metal Energy and a code card. Alright, we'll pop that in a sleeve, and I think that's going to take some bit of beating on your behalf, Maddie. Let's see what you can pull.
Yeah, well, if you've watched my last couple of videos, I don't think I've had much luck. But you guys can say differently. Okay, so on here I've got a Mareep, Silicobra, Bishop, Riolu, Florgetto, XP Share, Stonjourey, Floatzel, Charcadet, and a Reverum, Fighting Energy, and a code card. That is disappointing, people. It's even my channel.
Yep,
He's not even supposed to be on here.
Professor Turo, you do good work. Keep up that research.
He's not even supposed to be on my YouTube channel. He's just won my pack battles. You stole my whole job! Hey guys, so there's 40 seconds on the clock. Don't forget to ask your parents to help get them out of the oven because the oven is hot and we do not want you burning yourself. When that timer comes out, just make sure they're all golden. If they don't look golden brown, that probably means that they need like another 3 minutes. Oh, yep, they're ready. Whew. Careful, Daddy. Pulled it out. Yep, that's ready. Done. Hey guys, so we just got them out of the oven. This is what your, I've gone blank. Your biscuits should look like. So they have a little bit of golden, a little bit of brown on top. Well, a lot of brown on top. But make sure that they still have those golden near those cracks. And that's what they should look like. Yeah. So we're just putting them onto a cooling rack. If you don't have one, that's fine. Just keep them on the tray. But try and let some air get under it. No? Oh, cut them in half. Wait, what am I doing?
Putting them onto the...
Oh, yeah, that's fine. Oh, they're a bit soft. Yeah, that's fine. If you're doing this process, please get your parent or adult guardian to hold the tray for you because we don't want you to get burnt as the tray is so hot. This is just a great snack for in between rounds at regionals or competitions. And they're done really quickly. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the follow button and follow us on Twitter. And don't forget to see the next cooking video with Maddie. See you next time. Can you take me to Funky Town? Do take me to a funky town. Oh, thanks.